No, you can't just cut Florida off the rest of the country and push it out to sea. That's ridiculous. Listen up, people who live in the other 49 states in this country that aren't America's peskily problematic peninsula. I'm sure you think that Bugs Bunny gif is hilarious. You know the one I'm talking about. It is hilarious. Bugs really knew his way around a physical comedy bit, that's for sure. Look at him go. Damn, I love you, Doc. I'm not here to tell you not to laugh. Really, please, yuck it up. We all need a good gut buster in these dark times of ours with the oceans as hot as hot tubs and wildfires and floods and cancellation of beloved TV shows before we get to see how that romance subplot ties up. I'm just hoping we can have a little chat about Florida and Texas and Arkansas and Idaho and Tennessee and anywhere else in these United States of ours that people like to refer to as red states. Red states, Republican country, whatever you want to call it. There is an unfortunate tendency among certain types on the liberal spectrum to thumb their noses up at the people who call these places home. Something horrible happens, and instead of fire and fury or sympathy, the response is, well, shit, what did they expect? These people get what they deserve. When people living in states governed by Republicans have their abortion rights get stripped away. When a new law passes making it legal to run over protesters. When all the books are stripped off their bookshelves and trans kids are denied health care. Welp, shucks, sucks to be you, but you get what you get. It's their fault for living somewhere as patently absurd and stupid as Florida, or Texas, or Tennessee, or any of these previously mentioned places. Let me be the first to tell you, this kind of talk really steams my scales. Woo! Boiling! For one thing, red states are full of real people, not all of whom voted for Republicans, many of whom, as the biscuit bakes, were prevented from voting or having full representation through gerrymandering, voter suppression, laws that diminish their voting power and enshrine permanent minority rule. Like here in Florida, voters went to the ballot box in overwhelming numbers to restore voting rights for felons, passing the ballot measure Amendment 4 in 2018 with over 60% support. Then that nasal voice pudding-fingered fucker Ron DeSantis and his feckless lackeys in the Florida legislature overturned the will of the people and basically instituted a poll tax, all to prevent people from being able to vote. In Wisconsin, the Republican legislature just threatened to remove a recently elected Supreme Court justice to preserve their power. So to be clear, firstly, red states are often red, though no lack of trying to turn them purple or blue. Secondly, as just a sort of basic principle of humanity, all people should enjoy some guaranteed freedoms, even stupid people who consistently vote against their own self-interest. I'm not saying we gotta empathize with them or understand them, just that even stupid people who consistently vote against their own self-interest should also have the right to lawful abortions, should also get health care, should also have access to clean water and air. Thirdly, what happens in red states doesn't stay in red states. Way back in 1932, Supreme Court Justice Brandeis called the states laboratories of democracy. Look at that magnificent coiffure. These Republicans definitely got on their lab coats and started cooking shit up, but it most certainly ain't democracy. Anywhere these right-wing turbo-fascists hold power, they're trying out every horrible idea they can think of. Got an international border? Why not put up floating buoy death machine buzzsaws? Or in Oklahoma, where the entire state is going to use PragerU of slavery wasn't that bad, and actually Christopher Columbus was pretty cool for murdering people fame in their schools. Come on. They're teaching children this. These slimy fascist turdlets are just working things out, the way you do on a soft opening with friends and family before the restaurant's grand opening. Whatever terrible, horrible, no-good, life-ruining, planet-destroying thing they can do in one place, they'll do everywhere, as soon as they get the chance. You've probably seen Ron DeSantis' campaign merch that says, "Make America Florida." That's what's at stake here, people. They want to make America Florida, and not in the fun, gators everywhere, dollar drinks, wear your flip-flops everywhere kind of way, which I definitely can get behind. These bastards want to turn everything upside down in this country to cement their insular, white supremacist, anti-LGBTQ+, anti-democratic worldview into power. So red states, you can't cut them off and push them out into the sea. They're real people. They didn't all vote for Republicans. They deserve rights. And, they'll try this weirdo shit everywhere they can get a half a chance. Also, some of these states are landlocked anyway, so it wouldn't work. I mean, a geography lesson. All right. Hey, Gilmore out!